Salutations, mofos. Sorry to keep everybody waiting, but how's it going, folks? How is it going? Let's see, who is all here? I know one person that's not here. Marty. Whoa, a little bit of a delay. Marty's not here at the time. I didn't need that negativity in my life right now. But anywho, let's go home, Maddie. Kyle, what's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, surprise stream. Panda, Grateful Panda was supposed to go live tonight. The triumphant return of Groovesday Night Live, the greatest live stream in the history of this community, as far as I'm concerned. And a series of unfortunate events. He's not able to do it. Everyone was rioting in the live stream, and I figured, what the hell? I'll go live. So it is a surprise. Stephen Wallace, what's up? Carco, what's up? Officer O'Naps, what's going down? Let's see, who else is in here? I think someone's already asking this. Yeah, something about Shane and Vince couldn't go live with them, so, yeah. You got one of the drop Ferrum Forge ProTech Mordaxes yesterday. Nothing wrong with the old school one. I'm not going to dig through the knife case right now, but I kept my original one in 20 CV. I got the new Bang to Cut one, and I decided that there wasn't enough difference for me to keep it, and I sold it to Pudgy Merkin. So it's a fantastic knife. Fantastic knife. Oh, he's not here to read his own comments. That's too bad. Yeah, see, this is why I don't need that kind of shit in my life. Edamame noodles, better than normal noodles? Ooh, better? And what's a normal noodle? There's not all noodles are created equal. Better than normal noodles? First off, I'm not sure I've had edamame noodles, but I do love edamame. There's one of the Asian restaurants that we go to. They bring you, as just for the table, they bring you steamed, stir-fried, like garlic salted edamame to eat while you are waiting for stuff. And I love me some edamame. So, anywho, it's probably been 300 seconds, and he's probably back at it in here now. I'll get caught up in here in just a moment. He did not fall asleep, but if I could rant for just a second while I go through the comments here. So, I had a very long day. I was not pooping. I really wasn't. But I had to work about 4 hours south of home today and didn't get wrapped up until about 2 o'clock. It was not going to be till 6 o'clock that I got home regardless. But then the world's worst traffic hit, and then I wasn't going to be home. It was going to put me home around 8:30-ish, 8:45-ish. I got all the way back to my exit, stopped at Costco to get gas, ran into IHOP to take a leak, got about 5 minutes from my house to the four-way stop by my house, and my truck felt a little weird. And as I'm starting to drive forward from through the intersection, I put my window down, and I could hear an active hissing coming from my front tire. And so I had to get pulled over on the main road there, and it went completely flat. Like, it was pressurized. I don't know. There's a humongous hole in it, though, and it just went flat. I saw, by the time I heard it, I looked up, my light came on, and I watched it drop from 34 to like 26, and I was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do here. So I pulled off to the side and, hey Marty, and I had to change my tire. So I rushed home after doing that. Was so excited for Groovesday Night Live, only to be denied. So when I said I was going to go live in the when we were all still over on Panda's chat, I hadn't even made it in the house yet. So I needed a minute to get going, but any hoodles. What's up, Marty?
I'm here because I can't type.
Oh,
I've been blocked by the owner of the stream.
No, you were put in timeout.
Same
Message
thing.
was deleted by said Stevie. And I put you in timeout. So you just came on to talk shit live?
Yeah, I mean, you can't block this.
Can.
You can't.
Yeah. Hey, I'll go live from your account, dude.
Do it.
I'll block you. What am I doing? I'm all of a sudden getting power hungry. I'm not going to do anything.
I will owe you.
Sorry, guys. I am not paying attention to the chat like I should. Demon Ox, hello.
Oh, Cue Ball, what's up?
I saw something about the Starburst. Who said something? When's the Starburst? I don't know. I am so not interested in that. Well, that's good, Pretty Fly. Saw your post today showing off that sweet Lancelot leather valet. Tina Turner, what's up? UFO, Bigfoot, UFO. Speaking of Bigfoot, I don't know if y'all saw, but I did get some new stickers in.
Yes, you did. Squatch Dong.
So, legit mess up. I have two versions of this. This one that I didn't even notice when Pocket Metal first made this. I was like, dude, what's up with me hanging brain? And he's like, oh, yeah, of course I was going to put a dick on it. But when Druby created my P&W logo, it got edited out. So I have the two files. When I made this last Zug Monster order, they didn't ask for proofs. Normally they send you a proof for you to approve. They didn't do that on this sale. And as I'm showing it off on camera yesterday, that's when I realized that I got the dong. So, limited edition, I don't know that I'll do a second run of those. El Cap, what's up? Harry D-Rex, Louie, what's going on? Mind of Milton, hello, sir. Hello, what's going on?
It's been raining all day today, Milton.
Oh. Holy hell, I'm awake. Good, Dave. Good to see ya. Well, there's Javon. What's going on, Javon? Has Ambien kicked in yet? I'm assuming not, since you're coherent. Sharif!
Cue-Ball. What happened, Cue-Ball?
What?
You're right.
What does Q-Ball have to do with Sharif?
He received tragic news. You'll get there.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that already. I guess I should. Late night with said bitch. Woo. Awesome. Who the fuck is that guy?
No idea.
No idea?
Not a clue.
It took you that long to create a third account?
No idea.
No idea, huh? Huh. I don't, Dang it, wrong account. I don't know. Maybe it's not you. I'm definitely rubbing people the wrong way. People are getting way more douchey with me as of late. I don't know what it is. I don't take offense to it. I don't give a shit, really. But definitely there's some cork soakers coming out of the woodwork. I'll get caught up here, see what's going on with Cue Ball. What's up, Scooter?
So big.
Let's see here. Well, now I feel like since you said something, I gotta.
Don't rush. You'll get there.
Well, if something's going on with Cue Ball, then I'd like to know.
It sounds like it's Cue Ball's friends.
Oh. Did Jared stub his toe? Oh. Well, that's awesome. I'm sorry to hear that. And now I won't be able to sleep. Suck his power. I'd like to. Going to lurking, have stuff to do around the house. No problem, Demononk. No problem at all. Sharif, if you want to come on up.
Yeah, Sharif.
You got nothing going on. You know it's open invite season. What up, BG?
But you guy.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I'm not good. I'm sorry. I'm not good with spontaneous tragic news. I don't.
Especially on the spot like this.
Yeah, I don't say appropriate things. I deal with the worst of the worst in a dark way and make jokes about it. Mask the pain, so I don't want to say anything inappropriate. I'm sorry, Cue Ball.
I do the same. When I die, I would want people to tell jokes.
I think it wasn't that long ago that one of my closest friends passed away from brain cancer, and we were trying to get together. We knew he was on his last legs. We were trying to get together, and we didn't make it in time. But we got to do some Teams meeting with him, like some FaceTime stuff, as he was basically taking his last breaths. And we roasted that fuck till his dying breath. And it was, like crying and laughing and, I want to go out like that. If I were to have the opportunity, being roasted like that to infinity. So,
go out the same way I lived, being roasted everywhere I go constantly by people I don't know.
Stevie, I didn't know you were running people.
Rubbing.
Is that included in the channel membership? Yeah, I need to start giving out some hand jobs.
That's top tier level right there.
Yes. That's my job. Don't be infringing on my power. E for Baron, number 8. What up, dude? You do deserve a number 8. Let's get some farts up in here, folks. Let's make it a real.
Let's give Cue Ball some laughs.
What's that?
Let's give Cue Ball some laughs.
Does that ring any bells?
Steve, you can rub me the wrong way any day, baby.
Cue Ball, does bringing back any memories?
Does it activate your taste buds?
I don't know if that's going to make him laugh or want to rip my head off again.
As long as it's you he's ripping apart, not me.
I felt the true power of Cue Ball at that moment. And that's when I truly realized, not just after trying to arm wrestle him earlier in the week and not even being able to make it budge. I think Cue Ball grabbed me after I an indiscretion with a fart. And, yeah. He won't let me know. At any moment, he can just snap me like a twig.
I think he could literally wrestle a bear and actually win.
He'd come out with a claw mark.
Ugh.
He'd come out looking like Brianna Tarth did in Game of Thrones. But if you walk away, as it pans up, you just see the bear laying in a pool of its own blood.
Cue ball would come out and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I got blood all over your field."
It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a scratch.
Don't worry about it. Face hanging down. Don't worry about me. That bear, though.
You're all good. You're all good, brother. You know we love you. What up, Tori?
You know, I've been hanging out with Shane too much because when you did the fart and you were like, "Oh, does that, make you hungry?" I immediately thought of Shane.
Well, here we are for you, brother.
Cute.
Let's see. I love that one. I gotta say, we played that video, I think, for a new generation of the community. Had never seen that. It lay dormant for quite some time. We had to go to the Wayback Machine. We brought that out, and thanks for being a good sport on that, but that's still one of the funniest videos of all time. It sounds like someone's laying poop. Oh, snap, Kyle. Much appreciated, brother. Much appreciated.
Let's see, that was the first time I ever met Cue Ball in person. And had I known he's as strong as he is, I would never have done it. I would not have risked my life like that.
Not only that, like, he was doing you guys a solid, and he was bringing you guys to go get pizza. And...
yeah, he's like, "Hey, let me buy you pizza." And I was like, "Hey, let me fill your truck with fart."
Kyle. Hodor.
Sharif, I gotta say, this knife is sharp.
Dude, I thank you for picking it up, man. It means a lot.
It was on White Mountain Knives, so I sizzled it.
Hell yeah.
Bing. Bing.
Oh man, I gotta tell everybody in the chat about what what Stevie did that totally threw me off. Can I share that, Stevie?
By all means.
All right, bigify me real quick so the people can see. So I got one of my Veloces modded by the Knife Modders, right? And so I was showing it off to the guys, and I was like, "Oh, it looks pretty dope." Turns out, it turned it out really good. But I don't know, is there something missing? I asked them, and Stevie replied with this phenomenal image, and I don't know if you can see it. But he drew a little dick right there in the scales.
I missed that.
Did you?
Let me see if I can. Oh, can I zoom in? Yeah.
There it is.
He did.
I gotta admit, I was cracking myself up at that.
Dude, when I saw that, I just started dying.
Here, be for Baron. Here. People. I know.
I think I figured out what I'm going to do, actually, for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, actually. I may send this guy in to be customized and give it away for the giveaway.
Holy shit. Wow.
Now you tell me
Yeah.
after I buy one?
Well, you can have another one, man.
I like the I've owned it twice now.
Yes, you have.
What's up, Stella?
I got the Flame Anno.
Yeah, dude, I really like the Flame Anno, actually.
I really do too.
I think my lock bar is a little stiff, but I put skiffs
It'll work
in it.
in.
I put skiffs in it, and so tomorrow I have a video coming out of me disassembling it, and it definitely helped.
The lock bars do tend to come, or at least like I have a handful of them that are fairly stiff. Like you see,
Yeah.
it just works in over time as you use it more.
Oh,
you
I've
know?
been flicking it. I brought it with me to the dentist today.
Nice.
Out of the box, this one is perfect.
Yeah.
Good one.
And so was the one that I had. The one that Patina has now.
Yes.
How's it for a lefty? I don't know. I suck at left-handed stuff, but I could do it with my thumb.
Not it's on par with a lot of frame locks. It's a little lock bar sensitive, right? So
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like if you press on it when you
right.
I think what helps is you put these scoops in here, and so if you're lefty, my thumb sits right there while I flip it.
Yeah.
Move it over.
Flipper's no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
Look it.
But if I could, let's try that.
I can't flick it. I can't flick my left.
Drink water. These are veloces.
Yeah,
Oh,
left-handed is
this guy knows
definitely
I-
harder.
I should say, if anyone is looking for a Archie 3.0, there's one on Arizona Custom Knives. $250.
How much?
$250. If it's still there.
Drink water. This is the Veloce. This is one of my designs.
Steve, yours is different than these two, right?
Yeah, he's got this one.
Hold yours up. Let's see. Which do you guys like better? I almost got the one in your backhand, but with the blue hardware. But the Flame Anno was really speaking. Which one do you guys like better?
The only reason why I didn't do the Flame Anno is because I don't know if Cube does it any better than Wii does, but Wii, their Tiger Stripe. So I've had it with the original mallet. By the way, that Archbishop lasted, I think, all of like 10 minutes, sold out. But I had my original mallet, like the one that Cue Ball has. I don't know if Cue Ball, do you still have that mallet? As a user finish, not great. Snail trails like crazy. And even this one here, the Todd Knife and Tool Roxy 4, I've carried a fair amount, and just going in and out of pocket, you can see. Now, that's not a big deal, but it does take away from the finish a little bit. So, I don't know, again, if Cube is doing it any different, but it is gorgeous. I do love the looks of it. But
I won't be able to report, but man, I keep mine in my box of like the special versions because it's one of my favorite finishes they did, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna pull this out for special occasions.
But I wanted this to be more of a user, so that's why I got this. If I was smart, I would have gotten the stonewashed. And I still might, because I like the stone. I would love to have the black stonewashed on Tina. Are you going to do anything with your, since they're not compatible? Are you going to do anything with yours? Because I might be willing to pick that up from you, actually. I would love to do the blade swap, hardware swap, and have the stonewashed if possible. So, because that's more of a workers, users.
Who designed that weekly knife?
I'm really curious. Like, if you were gonna get this plain tie and customize it, what would you guys do to it?
I give it to Stella because she creates something you don't even think about.
Yeah, she's on my list for sure.
I mean, since she's here, I gotta show off my Atlas as usual because
Yes.
she just did awesome. Whoops. But I mean, she just does cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mask she did for Scott N. And then my favorite, the one she did for Jason Brown.
Yeah, the Jason Brown one was my favorite too. Not
Now,
gonna lie.
look what she's got now. She's going to be...
What did she get now?
She got an anodite, we all went in on a...
Oh, a power supply for her. That's right.
I gotta say, so shout out Shane though for organizing that. It was his idea, but we're like, hell yeah. So, I mean, I've already I got a box of shit I can send you, Stella.
Dude,
for
figure.
For my titanium frame locks. I'd love to send you some shit. And then so there's really only 2 people that I'll use probably for titanium frame locks. Have some anno done, probably send it to Stella. And then for scales, Billy Boy, the Pro X 1840.
Nice. Dude, I'll only say this because I know he's not here, but go figure, man. Shane, when he's not going after Eli, is a nice dude, man.
I guess. I don't know.
Just don't release improperly treated MagnaCut on a U.S. knife.
Dude, I saw that video. It was so good.
I've known, I think we all do. I'm not the only one that knows this about him, but I've talked to Shane enough that there's a tone that he gets when he is fired up. And that tone was absolutely present. So I think it's absolutely absurd that he's letting it get to him that much. But Shane is truly passionate about that.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And there's nothing that he said that was wrong. Let's be real.
No, he didn't say anything wrong. It's just you can tell he was running out of things. He's like, I mean, he's like 5'2", starts, yeah.
Dude, man. No, everything he said, and if you guys haven't seen the video, Shane did a video talking about Hinderer and their new MagnaCut series, and it's worth a watch because Shane quite passionately discusses the subject.
Well, and me and Shane had, before that had come out, me and Shane had talked about that subject, and we said, hey, how much redemption could Rick get if he came out? And again, prior to knowing anything about what coming, he could absolutely come back from the whole transparent knives thing. He could, and people would forget about it. And for him to do this, man,
it's that's the thing, dude. It's at the end of the day, it's the same old Hinderer, and he sells an image, where all of his stuff is hard use, but dude, 60 HRC MagnaCut is not hard use.
Yeah, Kyle, he literally just he'd take the Hinder and drop it on the, Yeah, he was the guy. It was today. Or was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
My days are running together. Yeah, that's right. It was yesterday.
But you can tell when he's really mad because he won't acknowledge the comments whatsoever.
Right.
He'll just do his whole rant and then sign off.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, look, what I will say about Shane's video is all the points that he made. If you don't care, you don't care, and that's okay. You don't have to care about it. But again, I've talked about it. I'm on both sides. I really don't care, but I make the point of if you're going to sell me something that's a super steal, and you're selling me at that price point, but you're not giving it the actual product to me and its full capabilities, F off. And you're acknowledging it.
Right, and you're proud of it.
CPM has some very strong words about it as well.
Yes, he does.
And where are you at, CPM?
CPM got me earlier today too.
Mind.
But I won't repeat it. It was definitely gangster though.
He might have. He definitely the other night. I was like, dude, I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to Maddie. I talked to Shane. Like, he texted me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm having big time troubles. You got a sec?" And I was working, and I kind of ignored him. Then he called me. He's like, "Hey man, I need you to help me out with this."
Yeah.
And it was one of those 4 hours later. You know. And also, you try not to get mad either. I'm like, all right, so go back to this. He's like, wait, hold on. I just clicked on this, and now I don't see where I gotta. Damn it, Shane. Like, okay, where are you putting your cursor on the screen?
What's a cursor? I helped him figure it out within like 10 minutes.
Oh, the StreamYard thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I was helping him yesterday with his AdSense and all that.
That part I couldn't help him out. I didn't know what he was doing.
I need to sign up for all that stuff, man.
I took the time and walked him through all that.
Did you get it fixed for him, though?
He got to where he needs to be, and now it's under review. So.
Okay.
Good deal.
I hear you, Josh. And I'm after handling Steve Clare. By the way, Steve Clare, I saw your comment, and then I got sidetracked and didn't click on it. If you're still here, what up, brother? But I handled Steve Clare's XM18 3.5 Spanto, and I really liked it. I really, truly liked it. And I want at some point, I would love to have. I want all the big makers, all the big US makers at some point. I'm not rushing out to get a Hinderer right now, though. But
I'll tell you my favorite.
That Project X does look pretty dope, though, dude. Yeah.
The ZT Eclipse, man. Like, for me, this is my Hinderer. Well, no, I do have a Hinderer fixed blade, but it's attached to my go bag, and it's kind of heavy, so I don't want to, like, dig it out right now. But, dude, I just got a Hinderer clip on it, threw that on there, and this is actually one of my go-to hard-use knives, like, consistently. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
What's a hard-use knife for you? Like, what's hard use for you?
Hard use, man, is like I'm doing like heavy duty like chopping of stuff like in the yard. Like if I've got like thick branches and stuff, I'm beating on the edge. I'm cutting through like heavier materials and like thicker plastics and stuff where I'm really gonna bear down on the knife,
I was thinking of video ideas, trying to get people's definitions of hard use.
Yeah,
It's gonna be different for everyone. Some people use their knives to like throw and stick into targets, and other people will like pry with them. And other people's hard use is like, I open an envelope.
Mm-hmm.
I do all of the above. And I end up having dedicated knives that I use. Like I got of all the knives that I have, and I've talked about this before, a knife I've never, I don't think, shown on my channel or made any Instagram posts of it is my most hard used knife. It's my garage knife, and it's a Bestech sledgehammer.
Okay.
I picked that thing up, I don't know, 3 years ago for like $30. It's nothing. It's D2. It's, shitty micarta, weird Panto compound ground blade. I don't ever even close it. I have a magnetic strip on one of my cabinets. When I'm done with it, I just slap it on the magnetic strip. That one is getting, if I stepped on a nail and dug, I use that. I've rolled the edge on it before. It's not really even that sharp anymore. That thing keeps a licking and keeps on ticking. I guess my hard use is kind of like what Sharif said. The hardest I'll use a knife is when it's yard work season and I'm always out mowing the lawn. Around here, like pretty soon, I'm gonna have to start mowing the lawn once, even twice a week, maybe. Our grass just grows so crazy, and so do the different branches and stuff. And as I'm walking by, it's usually my malice that's in my back pocket. I'll just, take a lop a branch off or something. But then if I need to do thicker stuff, I grab actual like pruning shears.
There's a limit to like what you can reasonably expect a knife to do.
Like opening fertilizer bags, cutting visqueen. But that's only, during, I guess, the yard season for me, which is around here, not even 6 months out of the year. I have to make a hard use day. Our recycle bin goes out every other week, but I do not put cardboard boxes in my recycle bin. Those get stacked up and stacked up and stacked up. And then once a month, I go to the recycle center where they have all the free corrugated cardboard and mixed paper and all that. That's when I like to take whatever knives I've gotten in over the last couple of weeks and test the edge on them. And, just go to town slicing cardboard. So, I'm not a hard use dude anymore. And when I did hard use knives, really hard use knives, I'm sure a lot of you know, similar to Pretty Fly, I'm a plumber almost my entire career. This knife right here, I bought 15 years ago, paid $6 for, this is cut through wire. You can even see like the marks where it's arced before. Cut all sort of pipe insulation, stripping wires with this. This $6, what is it, an M-Tech or something? Pack Force. I hardened the shit out of this knife for years. Years. And you know what the steel is? Stainless.
No name stainless.
PVD coated. There's not even PVD coated. I don't even know what that is. Probably spray painted.
Snoopy and everything. Hello. An L cap.
Literally
XL.
Stainless. So when I did hard use knives, this is what I was hard using with. So I talk about it more than ever. I'm a collector of knives. I like knives. And I also find myself, I don't know if you guys do this, and I piss myself off all the time. I'll get an Amazon box. I'll have 2 knives on me at any given time. I get an Amazon box, and I'll go to the corner of the coffee table, and just crack open the crack open the seam and then just pry it open. I'm like, I could have just pulled out my pocket knife and,
Yeah.
and nope, I'm cracking it on the edge of the table, breaking it open. There you go. Sorry if I'm skipping over comments, guys. I'm a little aloof here.
Todd, I just sent off. I just sent
man.
off my SR1 Lite to Bobo. It finally came in the mail.
Nice.
It's just shenanigans.
Yeah, remember the giveaway I did, the 1500?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I sent them that. But man, it made me want to buy another one because they actually sent the Tonto one.
Ooh.
A while ago, I was trying to buy them, and I went through 3 of them, and each time they sent me the clip point one.
Oh wow.
I wanted the Tonto one. But they let me keep all of them, so I gave them away.
You got good luck with that shit, dude.
I know.
You got really good luck. How many ruffians did you get?
6.
6.
For the price of 1. And I gave them all away except 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like giving stuff away when I'm able to. I wish I could.
I'm not saying it for any other reason than it's a legit thing. I added up all the knives that I've given away just in like the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like $700 worth of knives that I've given away, man.
How many $100?
About $700 worth of knives I've given away.
Oh, dang, dude.
Kunwu Chad? I have not seen that, but I'm going to.
One thing, you got, if I'm not mistaken, I was talking to Jason, and I think you. Wait a second. Did you get it from Jason Grant, or did you get it from someone else on the secondary? I think it was you that I was talking to. Jason just sold his last, the gripper that he was going to keep because it was his last one. He ended up selling it, and I think it might have been you. The production gripper is great, or the new gripper coming up. I had too much stuff coming in at the time when he talked about it, and I said I can't take it right now. But I just talked to him today. Javon's got it, and it's going to Doom. That I'm gonna get it. But I don't know if he's out there. He lurks a lot. Stiff Beatz. You guys know him at all? He's another local dude here. To me and Steve Clare. He lives 5 minutes from Steve. Another about 15 minutes from me. Okay, it's one thing. Okay, who that was then? But Stiff Beatz, he's got one of the original custom grippers from S&G, and that thing is gnarly. As awesome as the production gripper is, it's really, really good. The custom.
Nice. Boys.
Satu does have some up for sale. Y'all know, speaking of grippers, he had the Jason Brown Memorial raffle. Dave put up his custom gripper, the original prototype gripper that he had.
Oh, wow.
I think Satu was like the very first one to handle Jason's original gripper. He had his original prototype gripper, the S&G custom gripper, and then the production gripper. Satu donated all 3 of those as one prize pack during Jason Brown Memorial Raffle.
Jeez.
Acid Test Kid's got them, I believe.
Yep.
And he shared them with his dad and brother.
Yep.
That's cool.
And that made Satu so happy to know that. Like, yeah. And also, Satu is one of those dudes where I was like, dude, that's too much. And he's like, what do you mean it's too much? This is what I'm doing. Okay, Dave, no problem. Thanks. Number 6. I will be forever grateful to Jason. When so I did get, I was order number 2 when Gripper, the Gripper production went on pre-sale. I've had mine modded since I got it. Look at that! Ooh, look at that!
That's a nice edge.
Kyle, I was like, "Is it as good as mine?" But Jason called me out of the blue and was like, "Hey man, don't you have a lucky number?" I was like, "Yeah, number 42." He's like, "I thought so." He's like, "You want number 42 on the Gripper?" He's like, "You were order number 2, and I'll give you any number you want. I know you had a lucky number." So, where is it? Where is it? Oh, here. Well, it's hard to see because it's been acid etched. You can see in person. But I do have my lucky number, 42.
That's dope.
And Kyle, as I said, this is definitely, I had said, before I had sent stuff to Kyle to sharpen, I had proclaimed this as the sharpest, nastiest edge I've ever had. And it is. It is. Kyle's is every bit as good as well. So the edge that he put on your Grazioso, which is still in my truck, as is my McNeese that he did. So good.
Stop building up his ego, man.
Yeah, which Kyle are we talking about?
Kyle Kuhnel.
No.
He sharpens.
No.
Never heard of her.
Look, I gotta give credit where
I ain't buying this bullcrap.
So Kyle doesn't actually sharpen. He subs them out to a company called Clean Work Quality Sharpening.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
he's a shinty, shady mother trucker.
The company that he does sub it out to is very professional. They send you a nice invoice. They do an assessment, and then if there's any surprises, they let you know. They charge very appropriately. So hit up Clean and Work Quality Sharpening on Instagram, y'all. Kyle, you can always put up the link for that dude if you want.
I made it shiny.
Z-Man, so I don't know if you saw. Was Z-Man in here?
Zach.
I thought I saw Z-Man too.
No, that was in your pants.
That was Zach in my pants. Yeah, dude. Grateful Panda was supposed to go up. All banged up and bruised up.
What happened?
Oh, he's in a bad way. He broke his arm and has a bad hand right now.
He discovered Pornhub. It happens.
It happens to the best of us.
It does.
Anyway, he ended up not going live, and you're writing. I said I'd take one for the team and I'd go up for a little bit. I definitely won't be on for a long time tonight. For those of you that didn't catch it, it was a long day for me. Very long day.
Yeah, man, that sucks when you're talking about having to change your tire on the side of the road. I was like, oh, that's brutal.
I know. Stevie had to do manual labor.
You're so modest, Kyle. You're so modest. I have other people link me for me.
Winchester.
Hey, Winchester's here. What's up, Winnie?
Sleepover.
But they're not.
I don't know if anybody has any interest in this, but the new Spyderco Native 5 salts went up, for sale everywhere, and they are in Magna Cut.
Yeah, didn't Jason get one? Puerto
Yes, he
Rican
did.
One?
Wait, the salt is in Magna Cut?
Yes, they changed it from LC200N to Magna Cut now.
Does Magna Cut hold up to salt ocean water?
Yes, it does.
Really?
It's one of the most stainless knives. Like, on the level of LC200N.
Wow.
And you know Spyderco, they wouldn't have done that if they couldn't guarantee it. So they got the HRC and all that dialed in. So it's pretty impressive. Ooh, CPM, what's up, buddy?
Was he here?
Yes, he is.
CPM, we were talking about you earlier.
Nothing good.
I said, we're talking about Hinderware. I said, CPM's got some strong opinions.
He loves Hinderer.
Hey,
Dude, CPM, how much, man?
How does this come apart, Matty?
Slide it. Just make sure the fork is open.
Okay, so fork's open. Now what?
And just slide it apart.
What's the spec CPM?
Ah,
Is it
1350. Ooh.
Is it
I did my video on that, and I didn't even realize that until someone said it.
Sorry, I did my video on it, and I struggled for 5 minutes trying to figure out how to open it.
And then you just do it in reverse to put it back together. Okay.
Let's get full tie.
Okay.
Trankwater's starting a fight.
Who?
Trankwater.
where is?
All right. So,
Oh, that one. I think I saw that one.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
no, I didn't.
So, I had done a little research on this, and I was looking up American Buffalo Knife and Tool. They're a U.S. company. I asked around to a couple people. I'm like, is this a U.S. made knife? Like, yeah, it is. You know, so I mentioned it in one of my videos. There was a swinging axe that pointed out, like it's not made in USA. In fact, it says PRC on the blade. And I did not have my glasses on when I was looking at the blade. And I see now they absolutely stamp as small as you can possibly do PRC on this. So I have to make some sort of a retraction in my video. I said that this was US made when clearly it's not.
PRC? People's Republic of China?
Look how small it is on the blade.
I'm trying to find mine so I can look at it, but I don't remember where I put it. It's gone forever. Ugh. Yeah, it's gone forever. I have these still open.
Loves flaccid heat treats.
He had
Why do you think he doesn't heat treat properly?
Money?
What's your opinion on that, PPM? I mean, I know what your answer is. I'm just curious. You want to share it with the group? I mean, that's not all we can get, though, right?
Yeah, and I've never seen it as PRC. It always just says China.
Right. So when I did the video, I was not reading my spectacles, or I did not have my reading spectacles on. And yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, I don't know. I just glossed past it because I couldn't read it.
Yeah, man.
There it is. Hold on, I got something in my eye.
Doesn't the heat treat? Isn't it just a matter of leaving it in the fire for a little bit longer, Sharif?
Oh no, it's like a whole process. Honestly,
Is it?
Yeah. Like I wish I understood the intricacies more than I do. But it's not just about like how it's like the temperature, the duration, what you do when you immediately pull it out, you know, like how you quench it, do you cryo treat it? Like a lot of things go into it, depending on the steel. So it's something that I'm trying to understand better. But metallurgy is like you could obviously spend a heck of a you could spend a lifetime learning the process of how to really get the best out of steels, you know.
Gary.
So I don't want to claim to be an authority on the subject when I'm definitely not. So
here's something that I posed is for U.S. companies that are using a U.S. heat treat, you know, like a Peters or something. What if because they heat treat to what you ask them to heat treat it at, right?
Yes and no. Like one of the things that affects like mass production heat treats is the fact that they do the batches all together, you know. So you're not getting like 5 or 6 blades in the oven at the same time. You're getting like a grip. So the ones that are closer to the heating, like the heat source, will be tempered differently than the ones that are like further away.
We hear that they're running their Magnica at 60 to 61, right?
Yeah, like 60.
So there's a company doing the heat treating for them.
Yeah, yeah.
At 60 to 61, right?
That's what we understand as the current situation. Yeah.
If I were a heat treating company, you have all the protocols, right? Like, you know what steels are supposed to be heat. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Well, instead of giving out improperly heat treated stuff, well, hey, you heat treat the protocol. That's what your pricing is for. If you want us to do something less, we charge you X amount of money more. And you're charging more for improperly heat for outside of protocol stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an expert in the matter either. I'm basically regurgitating stuff that Shane has said. I've heard other people say, but I'm told it doesn't really cost any significant more to have it heat treated to 63, 64 versus 60 to 61, right?
Again, to my knowledge, if the place already has the protocol in place, right, and they can do it at like the correct heat treat, then yeah, like I don't know, maybe it's like less time, you know, heating with it less.
What are we doing? What's wrong with us? Shane's not even here. Why are we talking? Everybody, dick squatch, change it up.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's an anomaly to me.
I would never watch OTIP. Anywho.
Whoa. Okay, dude. There's some. CPM got me looking at Arizona Customs. By the way, if anybody's in the market for an Arius, there's one on there right now for $18.25.
It's the
C pattern one.
Pattern one.
Yeah.
What I will tell you is, do not spend $18.25 on that Arius. There are, if you are looking for an Arius right now, even if you're not on Facebook, join Facebook and go to the Koenig fan group. People, I don't know what's going on, but the prices for Ariuses have come down so far, and everyone's selling at or under table right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I may, if
on a daily basis.
If you see one that like is kind of a can't miss opportunity, let me know. Maybe not like now. I have to maybe wait till next month. But yeah, let me know, because everybody has told me I have to experience an Arius, and it's on my to-do list, basically.
Let me know as well, because me and E and G have a deal. When I hit 10K, we're giving away an Arius.
Oh,
What?
Yeah. We're going to go halvesies on one. And at 10K, someone, and I'm going to, I'm not going to give it to some Joe Schmo, but
how much
someone.
do you want to bet right now that Maddie does his 10K before his 1K?
1K is most likely going to happen on April 15th.
April 1st?
15th.
Yeah.
But at 10K, we're going to
Gary,
give one of these away.
Gary, when did he first say he was doing his first K? I know Gary knows.
Shut the hell up, Gary, you piece of crap. Go eat some broccoli or something, you fat chunky.
Or who posted that today?
Dang, the vitriol just came out.
Who posted today? I think it was some dude posted today the baby meat raviolis or something like that in the Discord.
Yeah, I think that was Scott that posted. Who posted that?
I think it was some dude, maybe.
Some dude, fresh baby meat ravioli.
Yeah, something like that.
It was some dude.
Dude.
Well, Maddie hit 1K like right as we got back from Blade. I know the whole time we were there, we were pushing for you. And then because I hit it right when we got back, and then you hit it like within a day or two of me hitting mine.
Well, it's happening. Yesterday was my channel's birthday.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2 years?
Nice, dude.
There was a little banner in the studio.
2 years?
That's dope.
Or 3 years?
2, I think.
2?
But hey, let people know, 10K, I'll give away an area.
Get this man to 10K. I want to see that happen.
Yeah.
Also,
and I kind of want to rig the giveaway so I can get it.
Well, giving away an Arius, I know, is not going to go to some turd burglar. I'll make sure somehow. I don't want to give it to just some Joe Schmo who just pops in real quick. Thanks for the Arius. Never see you again.
Right?
Did
That
you
one
guys,
has to go to somebody who showed you love.
Yeah.
did you guys see the stand that Doom took?
About?
Giveaway? Someone with a second account won, and Doom got hip to it.
Yeah, the Necronuck.
The Necronuck giveaway, and he said, "Sorry, dude." So, yeah.
Respect, man.
Yeah, it was some dude named Nate that has a bunch of accounts.
Here's the only. Now, I stand united with Doom on this. We play by the same rules.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
However, that dude made a good point. He said there are other channels in the community that encourage us to do this, playing the giveaways. I don't know that the dude was legit doing something chicey, or there is another really big channel that I've even heard, hey, live streams are all about giving free stuff away. If you need to make other accounts, man. We just want you to win something. They absolutely do say that. So
I don't like that, man, because then
it does be
It pumps up numbers and watch views and all that. It's all fake just to get you to bump up their numbers.
Yeah, but that's God. That just seems so kind of dirty to me. I don't know, man. If you can't get it, you know what it is. It's kind of like paying for a prostitute. if you can't go out and get it on your own, paying for it doesn't make it any better. You know? Like,
well, all the channels I watch though have never said like multiple accounts. Like Zach doesn't, and
yeah,
people said Beatz, but I've never heard him say multiple accounts was okay.
I have.
I've never heard.
You have?
Oh, really?
Oh, you're over there now.
He even said it at Blade when they ran into the turd burglar. Remember?
Dang.
For the longest time, we thought that it was one person with a bunch of fake accounts. Turns out, no, it was a full family of them. Now, they were using each other's accounts, which they were just being dishonest about it. That's the other thing. Let's not forget they were being dishonest about it.
Yep.
He said there, hey, man, if that's what they got to do to win some stuff, that's what they got to do. Here's my only thought on it is, if that's what they're going to do for their channel, man, it's your channel. You do whatever the hell you want. When you say, hey, man, this community is all about. No. Your little subdivision of the community, and I'm not angry about this by any means. I'm just trying to make some clarification, I guess. Yeah. But, the community is all encompassing, and then there's little subdivisions. He's gotten to the point, and I give him all his credit. I'm not trash talking on Beatz whatsoever. I think he's a great guy, actually. And that being said, to say that's what this community is about is a little misleading, right? Because that's what his community is about. And I think there's not a channel out there that doesn't like to do giveaways, by all means. But you guys know, I mean, I'm not doing a giveaway tonight. Me and Maddie have done plenty of lives together where we don't give anything away, and no one's asking either. If we got stuff we can give away, we give stuff we can give away. There's also awesome members of the community that when we're not, they're like, hey, do you mind if we do a giveaway for you guys? Yeah. Which is, shit. I mean, look, there's Bama right there that's done it a bunch of times.
I have a knife for my 1K that will happen.
And I'm sorry, I'm not trying, if I miss people that are here that have done the same thing, but we got community members all the time. Freaking Vince. How many times does Vince do giveaway? Just pops in and does giveaways. Look, having multiple accounts is fine, right? I mean, look, I got 2 other accounts that I lurk with sometimes to mess with people.
I have 3.
Literally just to mess with people. But when it comes to giveaways, speaking of lurkers, what's up, Mr. Lance?
I only ever play with 1 account.
Yeah, I only play with 1 account, and I never even play for myself. So
I do if it's something I want or something I've never had.
Random like side note, like away from the topic just briefly, but Lancelot, can you do sheaths that work with like Techlock or Molly stuff?
Don't ask him for anything. He won't make it. Some of us have been in a codpiece line for a very long time.
Ah, man, that is a tough one.
Maddie, in your short today, you said it's Lancelot's Lose Day.
Lose Day, I know.
Then you said, I don't know, there aren't any days of the week that start with an L or a J.
Yeah, there isn't.
Where did J come from, though?
Joe?
Okay.
So I figured I'd start Lancelot Lose Day. Sounds the best. There's like no Lancelot Lurs Day or Lancelot Ladder Day.
Joe knows what I'm going to say. When I have a friend like Joe, every day is Lancelot Day.
Oh.
I had to stop wearing my bracelet because I wore out the snaps and they keep just popping off, and I don't want to lose it. I need like a different style of snap. Instagram's all about giveaways.
But that being said, and then we can put the whole giveaway thing to rest. It was something that Doom had put out there. What other channels want to do? Perfectly fine. I got no problem with that.
Well, the Beatz is okay with it. Old Dick and Ball's about to play too.
But again,
I have thin wrists and I don't have cankles. I got strong legs.
He's got freakish feet.
I think I sprained something. Oh.
But I think the term community gets used a lot, and it means something different to different people. I think me and Maddie are kind of aligned on how we look at it. And I know a lot of you are too. And so when we do giveaways, the reason why we say no multiple accounts, no herd burglars, no giveaway snipers, it's because we want to give back to the folks like you to help us out. Is Josh Branson here? There's another one. There's another dude that kicks in on giveaways all the time. And, there he is. What's up, Joshua?
Even when he himself is having trouble, he'll still send it to someone else.
Yeah. Like Bama said, I think most of us do play it forward, so. So that's all. I'll get off my high horse now. And your war crime video.
Ooh.
What's it? Did you out somebody? What's going on with a war crime?
It's not a war crime the first time.
I do think it's cool that like this group of people, they don't come for the giveaways because we don't do them all the time.
Well, look at that sexy right there.
Yo,
hello.
I feel like I need like a suit. He has graced us with his presence.
You think Hinderer Collector is a celebrity? Hold the freaking phones.
Wait, hang on a second. I gotta twirl something. I'm gonna kill myself.
Darius and set my rock wall out to sea.
Ugh.
That was a good one, dude. I liked you setting your rock wall out to sea. If you guys aren't following
Zach.
EDC, Zach, definitely.
You better be.
I get a little starstruck seeing him in here. Really good content. Very one of my favorite accounts to follow.
Oh man, his shorts are hilarious. I watch every one. But man, I don't know where he comes up with it, but he's just hilarious. You better be around.
Was it the Waypoint? I said Rockwall, didn't I? Same thing. Oh, what was your Waypoint? Yeah, I said Rock. Did I say Rockwall?
Oh,
I think I said Rockwall. Word. Never heard of it.
I really want to learn how to spin a knife like that, man. Like,
dude, watch
I don't know if my fingers are too like sausagey for it, but
and if you guys want to, I'm sure it's still up. This guy right here, Dougie Fresh, put that man in the hospital.
yes, I remember that.
Literally put him in the hospital.
And he waited a while too. He's like, it'll stop bleeding at some point. And then the next day, I guess I'll go. Yeah, go sub to Lost Coast. I'm waiting for YouTube to catch up so I can put his link down. Dick and Balls is putting it down by Patina. Thanks, Patina.
Are you out, drink water? Well, that's a given. That's a given, but I saw your comment about being around more. Some people do feel you have forsaken us.
Oh.
I won't mention who, Vince. Yeah, that was gruesome, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Like an artery. No, but I watch more shorts than I do long form videos these days.
That's awesome.
What did Gary say last?
Oh, he said well, you know, just read it. It's typical Gary. That's Gary. We need to get like a sound clip, you know, like in the 80s and 90s, someone to do something, be like, and that's so and so with a little bit of music. We need to have one that says that's Gary.
Oh, Gary.
There we go. Oh, Gary. You can have it go like womp womp.
Get some sort of a laugh track.
Like the Debbie Downer thing.
Nice.
That's great.
Back carbon for your atom.
Ooh.
The video that he put together of all the different speeds and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah, Stella. When I did the short for Joe's video for his clip slip. So if I'm just doing something off the cuff, I just do it and I record it and I upload it. No big deal. On most of my shorts, that's what it is. It's me spending 15 seconds doing it and then I upload it. If I'm going to be talking in it, I get tripped up in my words. I did 76 takes on the one that I did for Joe because I'd get into it and then I'd fumble my words. That's why I don't script. That's why I don't.
Man.
But I wanted to get certain things out about those clips. Like, oh, damn it. Yeah, like it literally took me an hour to do a 30-second short.
Yo, Gary.
Dang.
Unsub. Come on. Come on. I don't need that kind of negativity. I'm going to kill myself.
Riot
Gravity Karambit?
Yeah, it's not a gravity karambit, but it's the new EXO. The guy who did the EXO, the EXO, right? He did a karambit.
I started watching Jared's last video on the EXO, but he does something that annoys me. Sorry, Jared, if you're watching, or Kara. Tell Kara if you're watching. Tell Jared. Kara lurks. He says EXO, and that bugs me, so I stopped watching his video.
Yeah, it's EXO, short for exoskeleton.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he says the EXO, I'm like, I can't do this, Jared.
Yeah, no, that karambit though is dope. I don't even fully understand how it works, but it's definitely on my radar.
Deuces, Zach.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
I didn't forget how to keep that.
I could never. So when I say I script things, I'm more scripting it in my head. And yeah, if I try to read stuff and also, you guys will know if I'm reading a script in one of my videos. You'll know because it'll sound gross. What do we got here?
So this is that new exoskeleton karambit, but like it looks kind of funky, right? It's not like what you typically see. But watch this. Like he can actually deploy it straight from the hand.
He can, but I would never be able to do that.
Oh, okay.
I'd go to the hospital.
Was it like a ballet song too then?
It kind of, but it's also button actuated. Look at that with the cigarette, dude. I want to meet this guy. He's such a like gangster. But yeah, there's like a back button or something that like releases it, and the blade then like folds into the handle somehow.
Good night,
It's
Pedro.
really interesting.
This is Pedro.
Now I have to go scroll through his videos to find his balls.
Oh, PG.
Which video do I have to watch?
Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. Oh, I'll have to check that out. You said Jared just did a video on it?
On this?
Thanks, Pamela. Pretty Fly, didn't you say that Jared just did a video on them? I'll have to check those out.
Yeah. Needs.
Yeah, dude, I really want to meet this guy. Like we've kind of exchanged messages in like
really?
Not like directly, but like in like picture comments and stuff like that. And he's a pretty chill dude. But swinging two freaking karambits with a cigarette like hanging on his lip, like that's my kind of dude.
He has giveaway tomorrow? I think so. 10K. Not this one. This one's mine. At 10K, I will give one away.
Let's get ready to 10K.
That originally came from the aforementioned Lost Coast EDC, did it, huh?
What?
Your Arius?
Yeah, he sold it to me.
Dang.
He won it. He won like 3 of them in a row.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they like to play those lottos, you know, where like $60 gets you in, and then there's like only 20 slots. So the chances are good.
Yeah.
Stiff Detent that I was talking about earlier. He won a full dress Damascus crazy Evo 3.0, like one of the $1,800 ones. He did the lottery. He did a $38 lottery for that thing. He won.
Oh,
dang.
Yeah.
The lottos are worth it, man.
Especially if your name is Ethan. I think
yeah.
all the time.
Is he the smoking ninja?
He is, dude.
Stella, it's one of Stella. Have you handled it? It's one of those.
Stella,
my
you
family,
just got to get your hands on it.
I can't deploy mine. My family's sleeping right
The EXO is amazing.
Yeah.
now.
I didn't get it, but I do now, and I love it.
Yeah, but you got the wimpy one. Wait till you get a real one.
Man, I want them to do the big one with a lock, and then I'll be all over it.
But the lock is dumb. You don't need no lock. This is your lock.
I know, but it's one of the things that bothered me about the OG. Honestly, it was like I don't know, man. Like, I like the idea that a knife locks in the deployed position so that even, let's say, my hand slips a little bit, it doesn't back off or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just me.
You just want the world to be full of bumpers and bubble wrap, don't you?
I had. You guys remember Red Wolf EDC?
Yeah.
Kyle's not around anymore. Surprise, surprise. Not really, no. I was pretty close with Kyle, Red Wolf. He had sent me his when it first came out. And I had it for a couple days and was like, I don't get it. Not interested. And then I signed up, and then it came around again in the Apex pass around group. I'm like, okay, I'll try it again. Maybe I missed something. Didn't get it. Didn't care for it. And then Lancelot's Leather started making these baller clip slips for them. Mm-hmm. And everyone started getting these awesome clip slips for the XO. And so I said, I think I like the clip slip just as much as I like the knife. And so when Blade Ops did a drop, I literally got the XO so that I could get the Lancelot Leather clip slip.
That slip is hot. There's no denying it.
Red Wolf, I don't know. He caused so much drama. He admits it too. He just likes to stir the shit pot as much as he possibly can. And he also gets like weird paranoid delusions, and he was like playing, like setting booby traps in the community in this big chat, trying to out some snakes, and kind of sort of did in a way. And then he got into a lot of shit, said some inflammatory shit, just to say inflammatory shit, but it was a little over the line.
He started getting racist with Himmler.
Dang.
Yeah. Yes. Now, Kyle, I'm not going to go into defending him at all. The shit that he said was uncalled for. And he was using the guise of, guys, I'm just joking. I'm saying that shit just to be inflammatory. See if I could get a rise out of people. That's not okay, though. And so I told him, hey, man, I know you're a good dude, but I can't. I can't keep trying to defend you. But like when I very first started, and before I even had a channel, Kyle used to invite me up on his lives, and I would go live with him and Jared back, close to a year and a half ago. Kyle would randomly on a Saturday afternoon be like, Red Wolf, be like, hey, you want to come live? Jared's going to be on. And so I did, probably like 4 or 5 weeks in a row with him and Jared during the day.
Oh, wow.
And he was a good dude, but he that's enough about that. I will say one of the most epic, during the very first Knives Live, he had the 2 a.m. spot, and he had on, that was the first time we met Javon live on camera, and it was the first time we met Hawaii Knifing Gear on camera also. Hawaii Knifing Gear always did just as top down and came on, and that was an awesome one of the best parts of the original Knives Live. But dude, he pops up on Instagram every once in a while. Shane's taken over for for Kyle in the calling out the drama side of the community.
We don't need any drama, man. It just doesn't help anything. And like, I know some people like to, eat their popcorn and watch it, but it's so unnecessary.
I agree.
Like,
trust me, it's someone who's been caught up in it a couple times. It's gross, dude. It's gross.
It is. And like, the thing is, like, I've watched communities fall apart because of drama and people like backbiting and all of this stuff. And it's just like, there have been a few times where I've asked you guys about like, oh, what's the deal with this person? What's the deal with that person? It's really because like, I want to avoid that shit as much as possible, like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I just don't. I just stopped associating with some of those folks because, it is what it is. It's going to happen. Again, there's in a community of people, think of it more as a real life community. There's things that don't get along. There's neighborhoods that beef with this neighborhood, and there's no beef really. I think if anyone says beef, it's the lamest fucking beef ever. But, it's okay to not get along with everybody.
Oh yeah, you're not going to get along with everybody.
There's people that can't stomach me at all. I know that because we talk openly about it. There, behind the scenes in some of the chat, there's people that I don't get along with. Don't get along with me, and we coexist.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at the very least, you can be cordial and just be like, "Yo, what up, dude?" and walk away. You don't need anything more than that,
I don't know what that is about. Someone stalked Lacey?
They were saying Red Wolf EDC was stalking Lacey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No shit.
That's not cool.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I was reading it just now.
We're talking about like virtual stalking, though, right? Like, 'cause he lives in Stockton and she lives in Florida.
Well, it sounds like it happened in person.
Wow.
Okay. She had to get security during a business trip.
Really?
See, that's more than drama. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's different. All right.
Yeah.
I did not. Okay. Well. Wow.
Can we just say, like, guys, like, need to learn the difference. If a girl's like just like chatting with you, it doesn't mean she wants you. Learn to take the hit, dudes. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. So, in that sense, I've known a lot of baristas, and you realize talking to them, baristas of all people, like how messed up dudes can really be. It's like,
yeah,
you just be nice to a dude who might be a little bit lonely. They instantly take that as flirting. You're like, no, I'm just trying to be nice. Like, I'm not flirting with you. And then they're like, "What are you giving me mixed signals?" They're like, "No, I'm just being a nice person."
Gary, of course I do.
Yeah, man.
And
people
Ebby,
are so weird.
Ebby, you're the one from Iceland, right?
Oh.
Or Greenland.
Whoa. I don't even know what any of that means.
Dudes. Okay, here's a challenge for the group, by the way, for everybody here. Can somebody find me a place that has a Riot EXO, like the new one, the M, Tonto, but also has like Sezzle? Because I'm having trouble, and I kind of want a Tonto one. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the Tonto is amazing. That's what mine is.
Yeah.
But I have the man's version.
Dude, actually, as like an everyday carry, this is really nice. It's like a good, convenient size, you know? And I don't know. Like, if I could find a Tonto version, I would, in like a good finish, like green or.
I actually might have a line on that for you if they. Let me see. I'm not going to reveal my source quite yet, but
You need Sezzle though.
I know, and I think this is an option.
Oh, okay.
Okay, they don't have any in stock right now.
Okay, yeah, that's the only issue. Maybe I got to just wait for them to like re-up, you know.
If I can, this company, plug your ears, folks. I got an inside line, and when they get stuff in, if I tell them that I absolutely want it, they'll hold it for me. So,
Dude, I need that.
Yeah, me too.
I
get your own
definitely do.
hookup, then, man. Get your own hookup.
But I want your hookup. That's the perfect hookup.
Pretty Fly. I've looked at like Blade, DLT, NC Blade, PVK, Smoky Mountain, the usual suspects. Like Blade HQ has a green micarta Tonto in stock, but I just want to pay for it in installments. I don't want to pay for it all up front right now.
Gary, since you're a lazy sack of garbage, I went ahead and just, checked for you. I don't see him in the Apex group.
Yeah, I think he bowed out of just about everything. I know I still follow him on Instagram, and not too long ago, he posted, it wasn't even knife content related.
Josh.
Is
the goat used?
No, I agree. Lacey's cool as shit.
Yeah.
And look, but to be honest, if anyone is doing that to any of the females in our community or anything like that, I can't be down with that.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Like, Lacey's a very friendly person. She's down to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, don't think you're special, guys. Like, unless she makes any overt, like, statements to you, she's just looking for friends.
which, and Lacey, I'm sure would agree, sometimes can happen too.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's definitely like, okay, it's gotten a little risque before.
But that's just it.
It's also no different than, I guess, what happens when you're a female in a male-dominated whatever.
Exactly.
We talk like that all the time. The minute she does it, like, ooh, she's getting flirty, right? So I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of accusing that as well. So I think she's just being one of the dudes. Case in point, I work in the plumbing industry, and it's a male-dominated industry. And the females, though, that are around are some of those badass bitches in the world, really.
Yeah.
And I've noticed before, you do see the double standards when they say something like, "Dude, what's up with her, man? She's being a bitch."
Yeah.
If you said that, you wouldn't say twice. You wouldn't even say anything twice.
Exactly.
So yeah, there's double standards. So leave the women alone.
Right?
Nice. To have them.
Treat people like people, for God's sakes.
Exactly. Except Gary, he treats people like food.
I treat him like garbage.
I love the females around in the sense that mainly, I don't think this community really is a good old boys club.
No.
Sometimes it really seems like that, right? So I love seeing the diversity. I love it when women can come in and hang.
Yep.
Exactly.
So
Dude, look
I
at
know-
Stella. Stella's the shit, dude.
Oh, I was
You
gonna
know?
say, that was the prime
Oh, yeah.
example.
Yeah.
And they're still on kind of a break, but Christine, Women Carrying Knives,
Mhm.
you know, she's, you know, a badass broad.
Hell yeah.
Stabby Stokes, I mean, doesn't get any more badass than Stabby Stokes. Male or female. I'm not just talking about a badass female.
Yeah.
That's just that's just a badass human. And again, same as I will say this
That's
also.
Iggy.
Oh, and Stella is here, so I hope you don't get bashful. I'm not saying Stella's just badass for being a chick. Stella's a badass human, you know.
Mhm.
Happens to have some boobies.
Yeah, dude. People are people. Now, here's the thing. Speaking of really dope little things, am I the weirdo because I really want this?
Yes. I don't know what it is, but yes, you are the weirdo. No, I can't bring myself to pay that much money for something so small.
Right.
I've had it in my heart. I don't know how many different times.
Sharif,
Dude, I
put the
want
actual one.
No, but it's not the same. It's not.
No.
This is smaller and chodier and like I don't know. It's just like if I don't even know how to describe it. If your cat were to have an OTF, like this would be.
But for almost $500.
I know it's insane.
But I'm sorry. Is what is the actual one called?
Oh,
The shift?
No, not the shift. The little.
Oh, the dart.
the dart. Okay.
This is little one, Sharif.
Yes. Now, what I will say is the shift is on par with a
dude.
like an Ultra Tech for sure. The dart is not on the par as a Truodon Mini.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Well,
is it
that
worth-
has the Hellhound blade.
yeah, and is it worth $500? I don't know.
That's
That
the coolest
thing
blade like,
is-
on the planet.
That thing is badass.
I would never spend the money on this, but I want it so bad. Like it's retarded.
Sezzle.
Like, not even, dude. I couldn't even justify it with Sezzle. Man.
Oh, we love you.
And you know, I really like the Mandalorian versions too.
Oh, dude, the Bounty Hunters.
The Bounty Hunters, yes.
Tree Stabbing Troy's got them all.
Josh,
Really?
go to Blade Show and look at the high-end Protex, like
Ooh.
$30,000 knives.
Dude, that's
Didn't you
dope.
have one of the Marfione Microtech Customs one time? I think you were even like, you busted out the gloves, but didn't you get a handle one of those once?
Me?
No, Stella.
Oh,
Those
Stella.
are like $9,000.
Ugh,
Dude, I really, really dig this one.
budget guy.
The Heretic is dope, or yeah, give me a Truodon blade. Ugh.
Sharif, if I had your money, I'd buy two and give myself one.
Believe me, I don't have that kind of money. I just have, you know, a big appetite. I can always dream, man. I can always dream.
No, the Truodons are dope. I've handled them a
Yeah.
couple times. Yeah,
It's just ridiculous money.
I've had that. There's been a couple times where I've sold stuff off and I have like, build up, and I'm like, oh, I could totally buy this right now. No, don't. But that I agree with you. So yes, you are a weirdo, not for wanting that.
I had a Microtech somewhere. I think it's gone forever though. It's gone.
I mean, like having like a full size OTF is no different than having this in California. It's all illegal. It's still not going to stop me from carrying it.
I had an Ultratech. Is that what they're called? Microtech, Ultratech.
Yeah, that's one of them.
I had the Tanto. I think it was M390. Black. I had that for years. And I ended up when the axial gear shift came out, and they had the warning. They came out with the Warncliffe. I ordered that one, and I didn't need two. And I thought I was going to end up passing the axial along, and I like the axial more than the Microtech.
Really?
Look, Microtech's absolutely it's a cut above for sure.
Yeah.
But the shift is really good, and it's US made. I got the one with S35. I forget how much I paid for it. I used Grady's gear code on it. He was the very first one to have an axial gear code, Grady's gear. Shout out to Chris Grady, by the way, another dude who's never around anymore. Would love to have him come back, but Duck Boy, a part of the douche crew. But the shift is a good OTF for sure. But
if they made one in a Tonto, I would be all over it.
yeah, they only do drop points in the. They do a drop point, a double edge, and a
warning. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, for me, for what I use it for, I don't need a Microtech, but it's just rigid. It's just as badass. Trip of a lifetime, cue ball.
Pretty fly. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. I mean, I have one. I can tell you the issues with the pocket clip and screw. It's silly, but it doesn't stop me from appreciating the heck out of this knife. You know, I do find it funny that they want to charge people $12 for a screw.
Are they charging for that?
Mm-hmm. They want you to pay $12 for shipping to replace a screw that shouldn't have been. Like, dude, look at how big and rounded that screw is. Like, there's no way, there's nothing that can get past that. So they gave you a deep pocket, like deep carry clip, and then a screw that essentially stops it. It's one of the only misses I've ever seen Riot do as a company, ever. You know?
So what I will say is, one positive experience with Giant Mouse is when they had their rusty clip screws on the GM8.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the GM8. The pocket clip screws were rusting for some reason. They weren't treated properly when they came over from Riot. They had rusted, and they addressed it. And they're like, "Hey, if you had," because they weren't all. They said, "Hey, if you have a rusty clip screw, let us know, and we'll send you one out, no cost."
There you go.
But they said it's going to be a while. And then I ended up selling my GM8, and the guy was like, "I don't care. I don't. I'm gonna re-anodize all this stuff anyway." And then it was like a year later, they did contact me and said, "Hey, did you still need your clip screw?" And I said, "I do not."
Okay, fair enough. Have you ever handled their Clyde, the Ace Clyde?
I've handled them all.
How did you like the Clyde? Was it any good or forgettable or?
Forgettable to me.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't like having the single thumb stud.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Right? Am I thinking of the right one? I think the Clyde has the single thumb stud.
Yeah. Dude, like Giant Mouse is that brand that like I really want to support them. I really like a lot of their stuff. I'm just picky.
I
You know?
won't buy a giant mouse unless I can handle it first.
Yeah, that's probably a smart one, honestly.
Gary, you just got to check your membership section every now and again.
It was painful for me to say that to Vox. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
But so Vox is the one that sold me on the I didn't even know about the Nazca when it came out. I was on the show, talking to Vox briefly, and Vox was like, "Have you seen the Nazca?" And I'm like, "Oh," he pulled his out, and I'm like, "Whoa, holy crap!" And I handled his, and I'm like, "Wow, this is good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take one." He's like, "Perfect." And so they got one out for me, and I started messing with it, and I'm like, "Yo, dude, this one is not like yours." And I showed it to him, and there was zero blade play in it, and it kind of smooth, but it was rubbing up against the scale, and I was like, "Dude," I was like, "Jesper," I was like, "I don't know what's up with the quality control on these guys." I said, "But I can't take this one." He's like, no, there's something wrong with that one. I said, "So this is why I don't want to buy a giant mouse unless I can handle it first." Then they got another one, this one, and it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I felt, I didn't want to say anything because it's Vox, right? But I had to say something. And look, this one is Beatz, so I was surprised. But their Italian ones are... I've had horrible experience with them.
What's really frustrating is they've gotten rave reviews on their Bestech and Riot made knives, like consistently, and they've gotten really rough reviews on their stuff from Italy, and they insist on going back to Italy, which I don't understand, man. Like, yeah, look at that thing. Like, that's ridiculous.
So
considering this is so good, by the way, like
I love, absolutely love Ace Grand.
Yeah.
I'll try it again. This is my second one. First one I had nothing but problems with, sold it. Bought a second one that was declared, so it was a catch and release. Dude got it. It was green canvas, and I had spilt some shit on it, so I ended up dyeing it black. But
shares gear.
I knew it was going to have a lighter detint. But he's like, "Hey, I literally opened it up, flicked it. It's not for me, being that it's a slot for deployment only. Didn't really consider that. And it's got a what?
I'm just saying goodnight.
Oh, who's out?
Dissentient.
Oh, good night. I've been ignoring the chat. Sorry. But DJ, what's up? This was a catch and release, declared lighter detent. I thought I would be able to tune it a little bit. I wasn't too worried about it. I tried taking it apart, and the detent ball fell out.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I couldn't find it. I contacted Giant Mouse, and they said, "Oh, you bought it on the secondary?" And I did. Literally was a catch and release.
Yeah.
Guy owned it for all of 5 minutes, then I bought it from him. They said, "Well, we don't warranty stuff on the secondary." I said, "Okay." I was like, "So what do I do then?" Because the knife that I have of yours, the detent ball fell out of it.
Yeah.
Like, "Well, you can send it in and we can take a look at it." I said, never mind. And so this has I popped the ceramic bearing out of a a ceramic ball out of a caged bearing, a set of caged bearings, and got it in there. But it doesn't. It's not the right. Oh, two things: the detent ball hole on the blade is also bigger than the actual detent.
Oh wow!
And the original one was not all sorts of stuff. So
you're getting like lash and everything. Yeah. Like okay, yeah.
You cannot center it. And this is snug down, and it's just got all this slop in it.
Yeah, dude.
This knife is garbage, and I don't carry this. I've even robbed its pocket clip. I do not carry this at all.
Yeah.
I will not buy another one. I wish. I love the Grand. I love it. It's an LMAX, stonewashed, micarta.
Dude.
It's everything I love about a knife, and this thing is the biggest piece of crap.
It's such a shame because the Grand was the first one before the Nazca that really spoke to me, and I was like, dude, that's everything I like in an everyday carry. Nice broad blade, clip point, micarta, you know what I mean? All of that stuff. But then I saw, okay, made in Italy. I've had several of them that are made in Italy, was not impressed. And then I started hearing other people saying the same thing you're saying. And I was just like, no, not going to waste my money.
Now that the Atelier,
yeah,
mini Grand, essentially. I really want that, but
it's still made in Italy.
I know. So that's one that if they have it at Blade Show, which they will, and I can get a good one, I'll pick that up. But
okay, fair.
I am a Giant Mouse fan. This is one of their most weirdest, quirkiest knives that when I got it, I wanted to throw this on the ground. This is the stupidest knife, and it's become one of my favorites. Nimbus?
The Nimbus, yeah. Yeah.
Right? So this came with their thick phosphor bronze washers.
Ooh, okay.
And I replaced them with, put in a stainless washer and 5mm bearings. And the detent on this is not the greatest, but it's super smooth.
Yeah.
And something about the ergos of this knife, despite not having a good choil, I can still choke up on it with this flat here. The way Vox is jimping the best, in my opinion, forward jimping. I absolutely love the Nimbus. I love this knife.
I've definitely had my eye on the Nimbus. You know, the one that I really want also is the Jutland. Jutland speaks to me. I mean, look at the Grazioso and then the Jutland. It's like from the same kind of class, of like thinner, slimmer, and then it's a clip point and all of that stuff. It's just, I'm with you. Like, I won't spend the money unless I can handle it,
So there's the GM line and there's the Ace line, right?
Right. Yeah, it was a GM.
The Aces are usually a more production version than the GM.
Right.
Jutland is a production version of the GM8 that I had.
Yeah.
And I do like that. I'll admit, I capitalized on the Giant Mouse fanboys. I got because the Giant Mouse lines, they're like $400 knife.
Yeah.
If you get, there's the GM and the GMPs. And the P's are even more expensive, and they're limited to like 200 pieces. But,
yeah, dude. Oh god, a GMP 8, so sexy, so sexy.
Yeah. So that's the one that I had, and I paid like $425 for it. I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. and they were going for like $650 on the secondary.
Oh yeah,
Like,
get your money.
so that's one of the few knives that and my original J cape that I capitalized on the fanboys on, and so
Yeah.
I looked at it like this. I've taken a hit on so many knives that, yeah, I'm going to capitalize on a few.
Yeah.
I sold my GM8 for like $650, dude.
Nice.
And the dude was happy to pay for it.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I could get a GMP 8,
Much love, Zach.
Night, Zach. If I could get my hands on a GMP 8, like a GMP 8, what I like about it is it has the inlay style that Anzo is like famous for. Plus, it has the CNC milling and like the lines of a Vox classic. Yeah. So it's just like, it's a nice representation of the two kind of coming together. But yeah, dude, I'm definitely not paying $6+ bills for a GMP 8, you know?
Yeah, and Giant Mouse is just one of those companies. I want to love them. And then there's just Maddie's so funny. But yeah, they have a lot of quirky stuff going on.
Yeah.
But Jens and Jesper are two of my most favorite designers.
Yeah, I mean, I lean more towards the Anzo side than the Vox side, but I can't deny, man, like Vox is an excellent designer, you know?
In my opinion, Vox does small knives better than anyone else. I'll say it 1,000 times. Dapper Ion.
Oh.
Exclusive.
Dude, I've been wanting to pick one of those up too.
No, it's not the Dapper Ion. The Dapper Ion is this.
No, that's the Dapper though.
Yes, the Dapper Ion is a fucking flashlight.
Oh.
It's just the Vox Dapper. It's a Blade HQ exclusive.
Yeah.
We're 90% certain that it's a Fox. It's the OEM on this. So it's a Menagio.
Yeah, it is.
But this thing is amazing. And it's M390 micarta titanium liner lock, titanium backspacer. Comes with a wire clip. I put a lynch clip on it. And this thing, when I first saw this for $150, I said, you gotta be shitting me. This little knife.
That's what I said. Dude, I'm looking at it. It's still $160 for a natural micarta version.
They go on sale though. They'll drop those down to like $9 around Christmas time. That being said, it is legit one of the dopest small knives. This is the knives that made me realize that I could get away with just carrying this for 90+% of the tasks that I do.
Yeah,
again, you know, hashtag ham fist gang, right?
Yeah.
Just my hand, but it's still, I get the perfect amount. I don't get a full 4, but the way it is designed, it's not uncomfortable missing that 4th.
Yeah.
The way that jimping locks in, I love the Dapper.
Dude. I just like it. I wish it was cheaper because, like, I agree, dude. Even the second I saw this thing, I was like, "Oh, I want this. I do." And
one of the things that I do like about Vox the most, I am a Vox fanboy. I like, and we were talking a little bit about this earlier tonight in one of the groups. He does something that I really dig, is that with all the customs that he makes, he will do a production run with someone, one of his, based on one of his customs. And so, you know, I can't pay $1,900 for a Vox F8 custom, and I'll pay this $145 all day for this.
Yeah. Dude, it's one of those things that, like, I'm convinced, like, if I really like somebody enough, like, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna put the money aside. I'll sell whatever I need to, and I'll eventually get a custom from them. You know, like for Blade Show, if I can make it out there for Blade, there's only one knife that I'm really gonna be interested in picking up, and that's a Trezola custom. You know, actually, no, sorry. In April, he's gonna have like a private show that you're on the list. You saw that. Like, I'm gonna try and be in the group to pick up a Trezola custom, because I mean, like, it's all I care about. Night, Cue Ball.
Good night, Cue Ball.
All the best, man.
Vox isn't doing customs anymore, but the Vox F5, not the F5.5, but which is based on the F5. I want a Vox F5 custom. That's I know I said I've hit that wall, by the way, folks. I'm going to have to drop off here in a minute. Fahrenforge Stinger that I just got. Definitely a grail. But getting a Vox custom of some sort would also be a grail of mine.
That was a long one.
Yeah. I put skiffs in mine, too. No. I didn't put skiffs in mine, only because I didn't want to. I took it apart and I cleaned it. I'll take a knife apart, put it back together before I put skiffs in it. And I don't have any blade play whatsoever in this.
Yeah.
It's completely centered, and the action is perfect. So I opted to leave the skiffs out of this one, just because. I'm sure skiffs aren't going to make it worse, but it's just there's something that I love about it's from the factory perfect, and I just want to leave that. Minus the pocket clip. Nothing wrong with wire clips, but you know, I'm a huge Lynch Northwest mark, so
it's too small.
Dude. Now, can I tell you guys? I have been really, really challenged lately. I've had this guy in for review, and man, having a knife without a pointy tip is doing my head in. I'm not gonna lie.
Manny, it's not that much smaller than the Solaris.
But the Solaris has that awesome finger choll up front.
You don't need the choll with this. I get a full 4. And I'm choked up right where the jimping hits. Leaf style blade on this. You don't need to choke. This isn't a blade you would really need to choke up, but you still can if you had to. You'd have to handle this to get it.
I'll handle one day.
Probably not.
Maybe at a blade show. Blade show list.
Maybe you'll handle one after your 1K giveaway.
Remember, at 10K, there he is.
There he is.
I'm going to do a Vox collection dive pretty soon. The worst Vox that I have is the Boker F2.5. This thing is stupid. This thing
really?
Is a heavy chunk of titanium, bowler and 90 plastic washers. The lock bar is stiff as hell. There's no jimping on it whatsoever. Spine is sharp. but it's not a bushcrafting knife. But I got it for like $50. So still, maybe I don't want to get rid of it. Maybe this is one that I'll send you to Plain Jane. But yeah, folks, I'm gonna get up on out of here. So, hey, DJ. Yeah, I hit that wall. I realize it is after 12:30. I gotta wake up in the morning and go Les Schwab, and I'm working tomorrow though too. That's the thing. I had to cancel my first appointment. Catch up with folks later on the day. I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Thanks for going live, Stevie.
Tomorrow, I will be able to make the live, but I'll be late, most likely.
Oh, yeah, I go live.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I went live now, so now I don't have to.
There you go.
That's how it works. You're going to piss people off if you don't go live.
No, I won't.
But
Awesome if you want it, twang thing.
the only reason why I'm doing this was because I'm an idiot. But I have no doubt that Groovesday Night Live would still be going on if it was going, and I really did mean it. I know John wanted to go live, and he's a herding unit right now. But you've heard me say it 1,000 times. You've heard plenty of others say it a bunch. If you are newer and you haven't been to Groovesday Night Live, I'm sure it'll still always have the same essence. That time in the community, I think, we have transcended that. There is something about the old school, I realized it said I had been a member for 17 months. And I didn't even still realize I still had my active membership until I went into the comments. That's because I let it lapse a couple times. Because, I think going back close to at least 2 years, and John goes even further back than that, but about 2 years ago is when I entered in, and that's where I literally met pretty much everybody. You see them around, obviously, in other chats, but getting to know everybody like I have, the people that I've known the longest, or because of Groovesday Night Live. Knife Live. Knives. Night Live. God, I can't even talk. That's where I met Beatz too. That's where I met you. That's where I met Nuz. That's where I met Forrest. That's where I met Josh Branson. That's where I met motherfucking Jason Brown. That's where I met JN. That's where I met Winchester. That's where I met Budget Guy.
And he set the standards for the length of live. They used to only be like an hour at the most.
Todd Collar, EDC Oz, Michael Morgan, all those dudes that have been, and I know I'm obviously forgetting some people, but like the dudes that have been riding with me since I first started my channel, those are all dudes that I met, early on in GratefulPanic Live. And yes, he was the inspiration for Knives Live. Gary, it's where I met Gary. Yeah, Gary, I gotta wrap it up. I get it. Absolutely.
Wrap it up, please.
But yeah, I have no doubt that John would still be live if he was going on tonight. So I guess I'm feeling it a little bit, but
parting wisdom words.
Yes. Sorry, Gary. Any hoodles. Thanks for coming on, Sharif. Thanks for coming on, Maddie.
Thank you for having me.
All you mofos for hanging out. Don't forget said faction Friday night. That's it. All I got for you folks. So I'm already tuning out. I gotta end this now though. All right.
I'll see some of y'all tomorrow.
Deuces.